So we've done it.
They're
We've
not
gotten through the
fans.
tweet thread. Let's just talk about the ideas now. That wasn't so bad. It could have been over in about 3 minutes if you hadn't been so obstinate. But if I were you, I
wasn't
wouldn't have
being
wanted to go over
obstinate.
those either.
Is this a win for you? Do you feel good about yourself?
Every interaction I have with people on your intellectual level is by default a win for me. So
Why
I'm
are you saying
perfectly comfortable
intellectual
with it.
level?
Because I
Why
think
are
you're
you
stupid and dishonest. I think the dishonesty is the worst one, by the way. I'm totally
Oh.
okay with like having dumb people on from time to time. Sometimes I'm friends with
Okay,
them.
so this is just a game to you, right?
No.
Zero % of you are subscribed. Fix that.
Is this the
No, I
grift?
take
Is
this
the
very
game?
seriously. I think you do
You
measurable
take
harm
this
to the
very
discourse.
Oh, what am I hurting then? Tell me, who am I hurting?
Well,
Where-
first of all, wait. There are a couple million Uyghur Muslims that are currently in the process of being
How am I
persecuted by the state.
What am I physically doing? How am I physically doing?
Okay, so we're eliminating
what I'm
all
doing.
internet action.
So what? So then I obviously can't do anything. For
Wait,
those
so if I'm
people.
talking to a Nazi and I'm like, I think you do harm online with your shitpost, they're like, I mean, in real life, what am I doing? I
I'm
don't know
not a
what you're
Nazi,
doing. in
so
real
why
life.
are you comparing me to them?
Because the point there wasn't your ideology. It was the idea that the only way to measure harm is by physical actions you take in the real world. That was very dishonest of you, Mel. I wasn't comparing you morally to a Nazi. I was pointing out that the argument would also be disingenuous if it came from them. Your ideas are harmful. You share them through communication.
Oh, okay. I'm so sorry.
See?
Are
They
you
do that too. Oh, libtard. You don't like racism.
I didn't call you a retard.
So this is why I called you stupid. You don't seem to understand how analogies work. So I'm not comparing the things you believe. I'm comparing the ways in which you're dishonest.
But it's an unnecessary analogy that doesn't prove anything. Now, if the analogy
Well, you
proves
don't
something,
understand it, so I imagine it's very
why
confusing
do you
when I
say
say
I don't
it.
understand? I mean,
So do you
I'm
want to
not a
talk about
Nazi,
degrowth? Here, do you think that we can improve the world economy for every single person living on Earth today while also reducing the inequality in the global market?
It depends on what kind of exploitation is going on. So well, we need to get those parts from.
I noticed that
lithium.
none of this has anything to do with the question that I asked.
How does it not?
Because I was asking you if you believe we could uplift the quality of life for every person on Earth while minimizing or reducing market inequality. I understand that there are ways in which we inefficiently consume resources.
You just sound like a
I
child.
think you're about as disingenuous as... Actually, you're significantly more disingenuous than that Canadian Nazi I had on before. At least he was upfront about the stuff that he believed. So wait, hold on. The only reason...
Why are you so obsessed with this,
Wait, again,
my guy?
you don't understand the comparison. Can you explain the comparison that I just made?
Anything because I'm just a stupid, dumb fuck tanky, am I?
Can you explain the comparison that I just made? Like, what was I comparing?
I don't care about your Nazi comparison. I don't
You
care about
can't.
Nazis.
This is why. Wait, hold on. This is why I'm mean to you. You're either unwilling to or incapable of even processing the points that I'm making. Probably because you didn't come on here expecting to be criticized for the stuff that you said. I think that's a wonderful conversation, but that's not the conversation you wasted my time with last night. It's a different conversation.
Oh, I mean, I just muted you. I didn't hear anything that you said because you've been doing it to me.
Gotcha.
Genocide bad, woo.
That whole genocide denying thing really stands out. It's really a personality highlight. It's just like
it's a fun meme, everyone.
It's a fun meme. Oh yeah.
The DPRK is in a buffer state.
The DPRK is absolutely a buffer state.
It is not a buffer state.
They are undeniable. Wait, wait, hold on. The only reason China gives a single shit about the DPRK is because if they didn't, South Korea would become whole Korea, and then American military bases would be
factually incorrect. That is just historically factually incorrect with the history that has happened in Korea for the last 200 years. You are wrong.
Wait, are you seriously arguing that they supported North Korea and allowed that festering shithole of a dead monarchist state to continue to exist because they care?
They actually... But they do care in a way. It's not all geopolitics. Some of it is history.
Geopolitics. Wait, hold on.
No,
so
some of it
Marxism
is some of it is
until it involves criticizing China, and then we're getting sentimental. No, the reason why China maintains the existence of North Korea, the only reason, by the way, that North Korea hasn't...
No, that's just factually incorrect.
The
like,
only
do you know
reason
anything
it
about
hasn't imploded is because it's a de facto vassal of China, and the only
it's not
reason
a vassal
they
of
want that
China
is because they don't want Korea.
That's just actually correct. You are basically saying that the Koreans have no self-identity at all,
Wait,
which they do in the North and the South.
North Koreans politically have nothing. You are correct in that. I'm right. Okay, wait, hold on. Let me just say this to chat. Okay, hold on.
So it's
Map
not me telling you that
of
I'm right.
China.
Oh, I have to acknowledge that you were right.
Yes. If North Korea reunited with South Korea in one Korea, South Korea would win that war for a wide variety of reasons. And then
It
South
wouldn't
Korea,
work,
which is
though.
practically an American military base, would then have military bases right up here
Not
along.
just a military base. But
South
okay.
Korea is heavily, heavily, heavily entrenched in American geopolitical and military strength. They're not as bad as Israel is in that respect, but they are in the ballpark.
I don't agree or like you framing my home country as an American military base, because
I'm sure. Wait, hold on. But I'm sure you don't mind when people say that of Israel, do you? But there are people to whom that is their home country.
You obviously don't know anything about the history of that peninsula or the history of any of those people.
I
so
think, I'm
you're
sorry, if
not
you
actually
don't think
correct.
that this is a geopolitical thing, then I think you're shockingly ignorant. So Ilhan Omar said that she was devastated by the murder of 8 people in Atlanta, including 6 Asian American women. And then you posted her retweeting an anti-Uyghur Muslim genocide thing. No human rights, no Olympic Games in China. So essentially you said, because Ilhan Omar doesn't support China's
not what I
genocide
said.
of the Uyghur Muslims, she has no right to mourn the death of 6 Asian American
That's
women.
not what I said. At
This is more
all.
reprehensible than I actually
not
remember
what I
it being.
said at
This is
all.
fucking disgusting. So
Fine,
wait,
my
do you
guy.
think Ilhan Omar has a right to mourn the death of those 6 Asian American women?
Why?
Do you think it's hypocritical for her to do so?
You asked. This is a silly question, by the way.
Dude, again, it's like I'm talking to a
Why?
groiper. Wait, do
But
you
why?
think
I'm not
it's
a groiper.
hypocritical
Come on.
of her?
This is such a silly question. Like,
Do you think it's
what does this
hypocritical
mean?
of
What
her?
is this? What does anyone get out of this? Me
This is
answering
what I
this?
mean.
There's like
Chat,
literally
people in
nothing.
Twitch chat who are saying I was being mean to her,
Nothing.
this is the person we're talking about. Anytime we have a decent conversation on geopolitics, it's in spite of, not because of her. Okay? She acts like a fucking groiper, except she wears a red flag. All right? This is why I
I'm
say
a
that tankies
red
are just red
fash.
fascists. You're Pepe posting at this
Red
point.
fash doesn't exist. Red fash is not a word. Is not
I
a word.
bet you don't think it exists. Yeah, well, you get to be red fash or fash, Mel, because you're sure as fuck not a socialist.
Box
It
me in an
really
attack.
seems like you're saying that because she doesn't like genocide, she doesn't get that. Do you think that in some way those 6 Asian American women were complicit in the Uyghur Muslim genocide? Is there some relationship, some connection that I'm not seeing here?
Really weird that you.
Is there? I'm sorry. Is there a relationship here? Because I don't understand this meme. Can you explain it to me,
Why do you care about this tweet?
guys? Why do you care about me denying genocide and then saying that other people are bigots for criticizing the existence of that genocide? Mel
just as
Fuentes.
other
You know,
countries.
it's a shame you weren't like you didn't slide down the alt-right road, because you would be a spectacular groiper. Have you considered a switch?
No, never.
Really?
Nazis are terrible people.
Wait, they like genocide. You like genocide?
I do not like genocide. Genocide is very bad.
Curious. And yet the evidence shows otherwise. Really makes you think. The
Gee,
point
I
that
don't
I'm
think that's
trying to
evidence.
make to my poor beleaguered audience is that North Korea is a buffer state. It's
Bosch is wrong. He is absolutely wrong about Asian politics, and he needs to stop talking
I'll add
about
another
Asian
one on. Also,
He doesn't know
Mel
anything
is
that he's talking
xenophobic,
about.
okay? Mel is anti-Korean, because anybody who implicitly defends the political legitimacy of North Korea
How
is
am I
somebody who
anti-Korean
despises
when
the
I'm
people who
Korean,
live there.
Bosch? How am I anti-Korean if I'm Korean, Bosch?
Any
Can you
tourism?
tell me?
Wait, how am I anti-Korean if I'm Korean? Did I see it? Candace Owens, can we get a round of applause for this wonderful brain in chat? Please. You kidding me right now? Are you Are you fucking with me now?
Okay, so I'm Candace Owens. I'm a liberal.
You don't understand. You can't fathom.
I'm a red fash. Like, you're just using words, Bosch. Like, I'm just.
I know you struggle with them, but hey. And
You-
personally, I knew that you were anti-Uyghur Muslim. I didn't know you were anti-Korean people. That's really disgusting.
Why would I be anti-Korean when I'm
Because
Korean?
you
I
hate
care
them.
more. I hate
You don't
my
know
own
anything about them. You're okay
Yes,
with
I do.
like geopolitical
I
influence
don't
being
know
exerted
anything
over
about
them.
my own people. I was born in Korea.
Damn. Wow, that's like super vicious then.
I'm not trying to like be a winner or a loser here, Vosh. That's silly.
You don't have to
Socialism-
try to be a loser, Mel. It just comes naturally.
Socialism isn't about winning or losing. Socialism is about getting us to the glorious revolution.
Socialism is about the proletariat winning over people like you, state capitalist Mel. All right. So we have now acknowledged that the glorious People's Republic of the Democratic State of North Korea is actually a vassal state for China that they use to avoid direct military
They are not a
imposition.
vassal.
There should be one Korea controlled by the South Korean government.
There should be one Korea controlled by whatever government the people want. I don't
considering
care.
South Korea's population is significantly larger than North, so I think any
Population does
democratic.
not matter because they are the same people. You need to stop. You need to stop separating North
Wait,
and
hold
South
on. Wait,
Korea.
sorry. Just to be really clear, okay? I'm not a fascist. I don't believe in this mythological people, the people you keep referring to, okay?
Okay, so
Is
do you,
Black
okay,
Lives
do you
Matter
think,
political?
Okay,
Wait, is Black Lives Matter political?
that has
The movement.
nothing to do with this. That has nothing
Is the
to do with our
movement Black
conversation.
Lives Matter
That's the worst
political?
fucking pivot, Josh. You know that is a terrible fucking pivot. Shut
Is
the
it?
fuck
Wait,
up with
it's
that
not a pivot. It's directly
It's a
explanatory.
fucking pivot.
Is
No,
it
it's not.
a political
No, it's
movement?
not.
Chat,
It is
I'm
disingenuous
asking
as
you.
fuck. That is
Chat?
disingenuous as fuck. You
Okay,
know that.
so wait, you're
We
saying
all
it's
have nothing to
disingenuous
do
because
with
you
what
don't
we're talking
understand what's happening. So
No,
Black
I
Lives
do. It
Matter
has
is
nothing to do
political.
with this.
Is
It has
Black Lives
nothing
Matter a product
with
of
it.
generational trauma on the part of Black Americans? Chat, I want to see those yeses rolling in. Can something be
100%.
product of generational trauma and political? Is it possible?
100%. It's both. Yes.
Okay,
but most
but
of
it's
it
still
does
political.
come from trauma. Hell yeah, it does.
But it's
Like
still
black people
political.
get shot by fucking cops. It's not, but the thing is you are being so reductive with this.
No, no, that geopolitics is a very catch-all term.
Real fucking leftists and real organizers
Real
do not
leftists.
like you.
Mel, you're
Real
not a
organizers
leftist.
do not
You aren't
fucking
a
like you,
leftist.
Vosh. Real
Nothing about your
organizers make
political
fun of you
program
all
has
the
anything
time.
to
They
do with the
literally
emancipation
think
of the
you are-
working
they literally,
class.
do you know anything about this part? Like
I
what
evidently know
what is
significantly more than you do.
So can you tell me what the definition of a client
I'm
state
very
is?
ignorant. Can you explain? Can you elucidate the difference? So you're saying North Korea is a client state of China.
Yes, I would say it's more of a client state, not a buffer state. A buffer state
Really?
implies that.
What are you Googling?
What?
I heard
I'm-
keyboard strokes, and I haven't heard them in a 2-hour convo. Are you Googling client state definition?
I mean, I want to have it up so when you read it, I can make sure we have the same source.
Do you have any
the source
other
between the North-
subjects that you want to run over?
you-
Do you want to maybe embarrass yourself on the geopolitical interests of any other countries in Southeast Asia?
You're interpreting everything I'm saying. Literally, you're not giving any sort of.
You
implication
complained
of
that I
what you to
interpreted
watch.
what you said
Say.
literally. You're like beyond parody.
What else are you going to say to me, Bosch? How condescending can you possibly be this entire?
I don't know
call?
what you are in this case digging your own grave right now. So I'm just
I don't think I'm
watching.
going to lose anything about this. I think I'm going to lose nothing after this
Well,
conversation.
no, because you
Neither
don't have anything.
think
So
I'm a
no, you're
public
not going to
figure.
lose anything, okay? And I'm probably not going to gain much either, because anybody worth talking to and having listened my content already knows you're a worthless piece of shit. And the kinds of people who don't like me are the kinds of people who would already agree with me on that.
Okay.
So anyway, to answer your question, no, random anecdotes are not better than studies. If I believe that, then I would have to believe everything Candace Owens says about Black America. I'm not black, so I guess I'll just take her word for it. You could run that down. It's not a good way of forming ideas.
That's not how being intersectional about race works.
You
Like, no
don't
one-
know
no-
anything about intersectionality. Dude,
I didn't say
you
that I
are
understood.
so many
I said-
things. You're a
I said
Nazi.
you
You're
are-
a liberal. You're everywhere. You're incredible. I don't know how anyone could live with as much cognitive dissonance as you seem to exhibit in a single conversation. You are unfathomable. You are really up there in terms of how incoherent your beliefs are. My personal belief,
my beliefs are
you don't
pretty boring,
actually have
actually.
beliefs. You
Oh, I
just
don't
say
have beliefs.
things. It would be like interpreting the random flailing of a toddler as a poorly implemented exercise routine.
Oh.
As far as I can tell, you've walked back on everything empirical. I mean, once you start saying stuff like, you interpreted my statement literally, I don't know where to go from there. This conversation was a direct product of the respect with which you deserve to be treated. There is no context in which my chat would treat you better than I have. I was generous with you.
I'll take questions from chat. I'll be honest. What,
Okay.
you think I can't handle it? You think I'm just gonna back out or whatever?
No, I think you
want-
can. No. I think you can handle it because I don't think you believe any of this, and it's just games to you. But you can live tweet responses to their messages in chat if you really want to,
Why would I live tweet that? I don't want to.
because you
Why do
won't be on
assume
my
that?
stream.
What else are you going to say to me, Bosch? How condescending can you possibly